imagine in your position, you're probably getting a lot of questions about how to get through this tough time. Do you find you? I mean, are there any nuggets of advice you would share? Because there are people who are obviously struggling with rent, struggling with their hydro payments, and all things like that. I mean, I'm of the mind, I think, that you go and call those people and sort it out. But what's your thoughts on that?
It's a great question. You know, I see two ends. People that does not worry because they had their emergencies funds in place, right? And that's ideal. But the reality of life in Toronto is that most people live paycheck to paycheck because the rent is absolute, or the mortgages are very high.
Right.
So for me, my philosophy when things like that, never things like that happened before. So it's new for all of us, right? Is to see what you can do at this time. You know, negotiate what you can negotiate. Defer. It's not ideal because, again, the deferral, there's like fine prints, right? If you defer, then you're going to have some penalty, but it can affect your credit. But the thing is, I see is what can you do today to make it easier at this time? This is a crisis. So even if it affects your credit, is it very significant at this time? Let's say someone has a home. Okay, your credit is going to be lower. You're going to rebuild. Because the one thing that I have learned through my life is that you can always rebuild. I'm rebuilding myself. I could see my life that I lost everything. Now I'm renting. Did I ever like renting? No. To me, it was a waste of money. But I focus on what I have. I have a beautiful space where my kids and I are happy. Again, it all comes back to the gratefulness, because once your mindset here says, okay, this is what I'm facing now. What can I control? Right? And is it really worth it to worry about it? Yes, it's stressful for sure. But okay, there's the benefit. So I'm going to access the CRB or the, if you're a business owner, the subsidies, right? So access that. Pull from what you can. Ask for help if your parents can help. Sometimes, you know what? I'm 39 years old, and my mom and my dad sometimes, out of the blue, send me some food. Out of the blue.
Right.
Because they're like, it's COVID. I know you're self-employed, my love. And you're having your kids, because I had my children mostly, because my former husband is 9 to 5, right? So mostly I had my children 100% of the time during COVID, trying to move my business forward at the same time with a 2-year-old. My son is pretty easy, but my 2-year-old, So it's basically that, access what you have access to. Ask for help if it's really needed, and don't focus on how much is going down. Focus on, thank you, I had it, if you had it. If you didn't have it, thank you for the help that you may receive from outside. Thank you for the government that's making this happen for us, because at the end of the day, it's not a lot. It's not enough. We all know it's not enough.
Right.
But at least it's something. Yeah. Food banks exist. There's a lot of people who gave back. And that's the beautiful part of COVID, is that I have seen so many beautiful initiatives of dropping food to elderly or to people in needs.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great opportunity also to step back and really start doing what you always wanted to do.